Okay, today we're going to be looking at copying a Lichtenstein hot dog. And for those boys who struggle, what you can do is get some tracing papers, as you see here, and what we're going to do is go over the hot dog with a 2B pencil preferably because it's softer, pressing down really hard on the image, drawing all the way around, getting the darkest areas in, as you can see here. I've pre-done this actually. Can have a little bit of tape here to secure the image. As I say, I've done this a few minutes ago, and as you can see, with this lead on this side, the image will be reversed, but it doesn't really matter in this case because we haven't got any letter forms. So there's the hot dog copy, and what we then do is where we find the lead has been put down on, for instance on here, we reverse it and then basically a piece of tape there if you so wish, start to use a biro, your hard instrument, sharp pencil will even do, and press down the initial drawing. The lead obviously is on the back of this. If you wanted to kind of keep the image the same as you drew the hot dog here, you could put lead on this side also. But it's not really appropriate in the sense that we don't have any letters, so nothing's going to be reversed here. So what I'm doing is pressing down quite hard. All that 2B lead now is being forced onto the page behind. You can just double check, you see that? And this is a really good way for some students who struggle with drawing to reciprocate an image without having necessarily to draw it or square it up. And in terms of the project, Phoenix Theatre project, this is obviously being used as one of the items that you buy in the cinema at a break. And we're going to look at Roy Lichtenstein style, and again just going around here, all the way around here, obviously if you are untidy with your marking here, it will affect the under drawing, so you've got to be very precise and make sure that you press down exactly where the lines have been put there. You can see we're almost there. And basically you've got the template then. You can use a picture, if it's not absolutely perfect, you can use a picture in front of us here to kind of readdress some of the more finite detail just by using your own pencil. Again, we're going to have a quick look to see where we are. That's looking pretty good. Obviously, for the purpose of a demo, I'm basically doing this quite quickly. It doesn't actually matter that you have an ink pen, it doesn't even matter if there's ink on the pen, but the fact that you can see where the ink's gone does help because you can see which areas you've covered. Okay, so basically take that away, you've got your hot dog there. What I'm trying to do now is just fill in some of the gaps there. And boys who struggle, even kind of some of the students who really are scared of doing detail can easily just fill in these areas here. So what we've got now is a Lichtenstein style hot dog, and what I'm going to do is put a Ben-Day dot system on, a more simplified Ben-Day dot system, not necessarily looking at angular concepts here because some of the students might struggle to actually get the grid perfectly 45 or 35 degrees to give it some kind of balance. So what we might do in this instance is to actually just do a straight grid, and for the purpose of this demo I will just do a straight checkered grid without any diagonal turn, and we will get the Ben-Day dot system of Lichtenstein in a different sort of way, but enough to imitate his style. Just finishing this area off here. You can see hot dog's looking pretty good, and I will start to put the Ben-Day dot system in. Got my ruler here, and we can rub out the bits that we don't need. I'm just basically doing the Ben-Day dot system straight lines rather than diagonals. Again, making sure, even if you struggle, to make sure these lines are pretty much the same size across. If they're not, you have to rub them out and get them correct. And one side here, and then we'll go across. You can put some of the dots on the hot dog, on some of the lighter areas if you so wish. I mean, we're copying Lichtenstein style. There's nothing to say you can improvise yourself. I think actually improvising makes the whole process more personal anyway, rather than just straight copy, because when we're going to be doing our real life objects in the next few lessons, we will need to show that we are personalising our drawing and also personalising some of the dots as well. There we go. So we got basically just nice squares there, and I'm going to go over these with some felt pen. You can use small dots, soft adhesive dots if you so wish, but I think even the students who struggle, once they've got this grid established, will feel confident enough just to put felt tip pen dots inside each one of the squares. The dots, or the actual small squares are not the right size. You just have to improvise and slightly increase the size of the dots. If you are struggling in that respect, just use your eye, trying to make them all look as though they're roughly in line. And where you get half a dot, for instance here, half a square, you do half a dot. Makes the process look so much better. Depending on the size of dots you want to use, it's completely up to you the size of the squares, but I wouldn't make the dots too big, and I won't make them too small either. I mean, this is probably about 1/4 of an inch on the side to make these squares. I think for the purposes of this exercise I might even choose an area like this, a little bit of light here, a little bit of light there. Since the hot dog is orange, I might put some yellow dots in here, something slightly lighter. There we go. Again, following Lichtenstein's Bend-Aid dot system. When I rub these out eventually, all the grid, you'll find that the dots will hold firm and look perfectly in line.